What's going on, everybody? This is Echo. Welcome to the Echoisthename podcast, episode 2. Today we're going to get into something regarding humanity's ability to advance, kind of like what we think we'll see or what I think we'll see within our lifetime. In 1964, a guy named Kardashev came up with something called the Cartouche of Scale. This is a kind of way to measure, kind of scientifically measure what our technological abilities are and where that's going to get us. Also in relation to the expanding amount of catastrophes we have on Earth. I mean, let's face it, we have things like war, weather disasters, diseases, poverty, income inequality. We also have a lot of amazing things and amazing technological advancements that has partly to do with where we are in the universe as far as age is concerned, the age of the universe. But we also at some point, I guess, wanted to figure out kind of where we are as far as a civilization is concerned. And this guy, Kardashev, in Russia, he was an astrophysicist and an astronomer, came up with this scale, kind of like different civilizations and what type of civilizations are possible and where we stand in that scale. It's basically what the status of a culture is based on two primary things, energy and technology. He said that a civilization's technical advancement runs parallel to the amount of energy the civilization is able to harness. In other words, how much energy can a civilization harness from its environment and how it can use it. So the more energy a society can produce, the more technologically advanced they are. That's basically what the scale is based upon. Social systems are kind of an expression of the advanced technological things we're doing. And this scale kind of classifies where hypothetical civilizations would be technologically and where we might be. So as it stands right now, based upon this scale, we'd be a type 0 civilization. This basically means that a civilization is extracting its energy and raw materials from crude sources like wood, coal, oil, using an energy to basically get another energy. Using up an energy to get another energy. So this civilization, our civilization, type 0, would need chemical propulsion for rockets to blast off. We would need to burn something to have enough propulsion to go the 7 miles per second you need to go to leave Earth's atmosphere. Now this is super slow travel considering where technology can hypothetically be and where it can take us. My goal in many ways is to try to figure out how I can help an awakening happen to where we can actually speed up the process at which we're advancing. It comes with a lot of work and it comes with a lot of agreement on certain things that people aren't fully agreeing with yet. But again, this is where supposedly our civilization lies upon as far as the Cartouche scale is concerned. A type 1 civilization would be the type of civilization a little more advanced than Earth civilization. This civilization would be capable of utilizing all the available resources on their planet, kind of harnessing the energy output of the entire world. That would be our technology being able to figure out the available resources on the planet and what their output would be, and then kind of using that number to figure out what we're capable of technologically on Earth. We can have, like I said in one of my Instagram posts, schools and hospitals all over the planet because the resources to actually build enough of those, if we wanted enough of those to go around the whole planet, are there. The planet is hella abundant, but we're not allowed to know that because certain people, certain organizations, certain families, certain groups own all the resources on Earth. They've taken them, they've dug for them, they've chopped them down, they've stuck little flags in the dirt saying that they own them. They've made up contracts to say that they own them, and they own them, and we all allow it to happen. We've allowed it to happen forever. But again, the type 1 type of civilization would be the kind of civilization that's able to harness the energy from its entire planet. We probably may be able to get there in 100 and 200 years, something like that. But that's, again, going by the clock of what the universe, the Yukteswar universe age is. I'll get into that in another podcast at another point as far as the breakdown of that. But, we can get to a type 1. We're not that far away. We're figuring out different ways of harnessing energy from our planet's available resources. Solar, wind, wave, so many, geothermal, but most of our society doesn't want to know, or the info is withheld from them so that they won't know, because obviously people that are in the know about a lot of things are going to question a lot of things, and a lot of people that are in power don't want that starting. So, okay, so type 0, us. Type 1, I just explained. Type 2 would be a civilization that's able to harness all the energy from its star. In our case, that would be our sun. We have solar energy, but it's not at the point where it's obviously replacing fossil fuels, coal, gas, things like that. We still have that stuff around and use it a lot. And the current president, the Dick, he's, expanding that. He's having more digging, more, destroying environment to get energy where the sun above us won't burn out for another 500 billion years probably. And it's got more power in it, like in an hour, than we use in a year. But, obviously if we allowed that to be known all throughout society and we all based our lives upon that information, there'd be a lot of companies out of business, and they don't want that. So, and a type 2 civilization would be able to harness all the energy that they run the planet on from their star. So it goes, like I said, type 1 is basically, a step above where we would be, and that's using all the resources on the planet, which we don't do. Type 2 would be using the sun, which we don't fully do yet either. Type 3 would be a civilization that harnesses the energy output of an entire galaxy, being, for us anyway, the Milky Way. Our civilization would be able to get all the energy that we need for the planet from the galaxy, not just from the sun. I mean, that would be colonizing the galaxy. We're trying to get to Mars now. Elon Musk is trying to get us there before the estimated time of 2020. 2025, they say. We'll see. That would be another leap and bound for us. I mean, the Milky Way is 100,000 light years in diameter. That's how big it is. I mean, that's small compared to, a galaxy like the M87 elliptical galaxy that's 980,000 light years, or the Hercules A galaxy, which is 1.5 million light years across in diameter. Now, keep in mind, 1 light year is 6 trillion miles. So the Milky Way is 100,000 light years. That's pretty big. So if we were to harness all the energy from the galaxy, that would start flipping things in ways that we can't even imagine. That would be like, oh my God. But notice how a lot of the times Hollywood makes people think that a civilization able to harness energy from its whole galaxy is evil. I mean, think about the Empire and Star Wars. I'm just saying, there's a lot of propaganda about things like that, but what are you going to do? Type 4 civilization is a civilization that's intergalactic, that's spanning the universe. Our universe, or the universe, the observable universe, from Earth to the edge of the observable universe is 46 billion light years. So that would base its diameter. The diameter of our whole universe, observable universe, is 91 billion light years. I mean, this stuff, will we ever see it? I don't know. Type 5 civilization is a civilization that basically transcends the universe that they're in. Out of here, baby. Like, unimaginable power and ability. Let's just see what we can do about trying to get out of type 0, right? Hey, this is Echo, signing off. Hope you kind of understood the Kardashev scale a little bit. I find it to be fascinating. I find it to be fascinating how close we are to getting out of the type 0 we're in, but we got to work together, y'all. Rock with me and I'll rock with you, and then we can rock this whole planet and get us to a place where only imagination has gone so far. Once again, Echoisthename.com is the website. My Twitter and Instagram is Echoisthename. And my YouTube is youtube.com/TheRealEchoisthename. See you next time.